You come home exhausted. You collapse on the couch. The only light in the room is the harsh blue glow of your smartphone. You open an app. You buy something you don't need. You tell yourself the same lie you always do, that you deserve it. You think you're broke because your income is too low. You're not. You're broke because you are paying a hidden tax to numb the pain of your daily life. You are funding your own captivity. Every time you swipe your card for a temporary dopamine hit, you are stealing from your future self. Marcus Aurelius didn't build an empire by complaining about his budget. He was the Roman emperor, the most powerful and wealthiest man on the planet at the time. Yet he chose to master his impulses rather than indulge them. He didn't have to worry about a low income, but he understood the mechanics of human desire better than anyone. When you have a low income, you don't have the luxury of mistakes. You cannot afford to be soft. You cannot afford to figure it out later. You must be ruthless. We drew inspiration from his personal writings, but this isn't recycled Stoic quotes or generic finance advice. This is our own original breakdown of the hidden behavioral traps keeping you trapped, and how to actually take back control. Today we are looking at 5 ruthless principles to build wealth when the odds are stacked against you. Principle number 1. Kill the numbing tax. You spend money the second you get it to feel better. You aren't buying products. You are buying temporary anesthesia for a life you hate. Every dollar spent on cheap comfort is a dollar stolen from your freedom. That $50 takeout meal isn't food. It's a bribe to your brain to stop thinking about your career. You are paying a premium to avoid your own reality. The moment you stop using money to soothe your stress, you will realize how much of it you actually have. The hangover from a pointless purchase lasts much longer than the thrill of buying it. You wake up the next day with less money and the exact same problems. The cycle repeats. Amateurs pay for comfort. Masters pay for control. Principle number 2. Ruthless environmental culling. You hang out with friends who also complain about being broke. You think they are your support system. They aren't your friends. They are anchors. You cannot build a new life while dragging the dead weight of your old one. When you try to save money, they mock you. When you try to work, they distract you. They demand your time because your lack of progress makes them feel safe. If you start changing, it forces them to look at their own stagnation. Cut the rope. Let them sink. You are building a fortress, not a social club. The people who truly want you to win will not ask you to sacrifice your future for their entertainment. Solitude is the price of elevation. They will tell you that you are changing, that you are becoming distant. Let them. Principle number 3. Weaponize your boredom. You have no money for expensive entertainment, so you consume cheap dopamine. You scroll through videos, watch gossip, and kill hours. You think boredom is a curse. It is actually your ultimate weapon. The rich pay millions for focus. You have it for free. Deep work requires deep boredom. If you can sit in an empty room and build a skill for 3 hours without reaching for your phone, you will outpace everyone. Your brain will scream at you to check your notifications. It will feel physically uncomfortable. Ignore it. That friction is your weakness leaving your body. While they are watching other people live on screens, you are in the dark, learning a high-leverage skill. The distracted stay poor. The focused become dangerous. Boredom is the filter that separates the ambitious from the average. Principle number 4. The asymmetric bet. You hoard your tiny savings in a bank account because you are terrified of losing it. You think playing it safe is the smart move. Playing it safe with pennies guarantees you will stay poor. Inflation will eat you alive. You must risk small amounts of money on massive, asymmetric upside. Do not save $500 just to lose 3% to inflation. Spend that $500 on a course, a tool, or a micro business that could return $5,000. You are not gambling. Gambling is relying on luck. An asymmetric bet is relying on your own effort to tilt the odds heavily in your favor. You are buying a lottery ticket where you control the odds. Hoarding is for the fearful. Asymmetric betting is for the strategic. Principle number 5, produce, don't consume. You spend your free time watching videos, reading news, and consuming content. Every minute you consume, you are funding someone else's wealth. The system is built on consumers. Wealth is built by producers. Stop watching the game. Start selling the tickets. Write the script, build the code, make the product. When you consume, you are the product being sold. When you produce, you own the board. It doesn't matter if your first product fails. The act of producing rewires your brain from passive to active. It shifts your identity from a victim of the algorithm to a creator of value. Creation is the ultimate act of rebellion against a system that wants you passive. Stop being the audience. Become the architect. A better job won't fix this. The gap between your current income and your future wealth is closed in the quiet hours when no one is watching. You can go back to paying the numbing tax, or you can weaponize your boredom and start building. Marcus Aurelius wrote his most powerful thoughts in a military camp, not a palace. Your current situation isn't a life sentence. It's just the raw material you have to work with. Stop waiting for the conditions to be perfect. Pick one of these 5 principles and execute it today. The system relies on your compliance. Your discipline is the ultimate rebellion.